Welcome guys to my new video. A lot of you guys requested for this video. Now is finally out. Today's video I will show you how to solve any phone that is consuming battery. Have in mind that the method I will show you in this video will work on all types of phones. So it is not only on this buttons phone, it works on all types of phone. So without time wasted, let me start the video. Engineers, right here in my hands you can see that I'm with an itel phone. So let me press the button so you can see very well. Check this out. Right here you can see this is itel phone. Let me turn the back side, you can see it is itel phone. Okay, this phone consumes battery according to the owner of this phone. She said that this phone consumes battery, that when she charge the phone and keep it for some times, the battery will be draining very fast. Engineers, there are so many methods you can use to solve this problem whenever a phone is consuming battery. So the first thing that I will show you right now is using your multimeter to test to be sure that voltage flows in. Using your multimeter to test to be sure that voltage flows in. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, right here you can see this is my multimeter and my multimeter is on now. I just turn on my multimeter. So let me test to be sure that voltage flows in without any blocking. Okay, first of all, I'll place the negative of my multimeter probe to the ground while the positive to the V-bats of the phone, right? And also to the negative to be sure that the negative is connected to the ground of the phone. You can see the negative is connected. Check this out, the negative is connected. You can see right here that there's nothing blocking. Voltage is still flowing in inside the phone without something blocking. But why is the phone consuming battery? If voltage flows in without something blocking, it means that the phone should not consume battery, right? But the phone is consuming battery, which means something is wrong that is not in the VBAT line, right? So I'm going to open the phone and start troubleshooting. A lot of engineers fail because they don't know how to troubleshoot. So right in this video, you will learn how to troubleshoot. Very simple. Okay, so what I will do now is that we have components on top of these buttons, right? You can see this button area. We have components like capacitors, diode, and a whole lot of things, resistors. So I will start with this button side before I go to the other side, right? So I'll remove these button clicks. Engineers, the first thing now is for me to look for physical damage. Okay, there's no physical damage, and let me use my multimeter to start testing capacitors, resistors, and a whole lot of things. But the main thing here is capacitor, right? Because capacitors can short voltage and it results in consuming battery. So I start checking capacitors by testing them to be sure that it's not blocking, it's not short, right? So that is what you need to do. Start testing capacitors. So while you're testing capacitors, it is called troubleshooting. You're troubleshooting, you're figuring out which one is a problem, which one is this or that, right? Okay, so after testing, I discovered that nothing is wrong with the capacitors. So the next thing is for me to use paste to rub on where the capacitors is. You may ask, Father Joe, why are you using paste to rub? There are other things you can use, but I recommend using the paste. You can use other things, so there are other chemicals that you can use, but for me, I like using paste. It works for me perfectly. So I also recommend for you too. Okay, the main reason why I'm doing this is that there are sometimes capacitors have effect inside, like they are not working when voltage gets into them, but when you use your multimeter to read them, they will behave as if they are working, right? Whereas they are not working. So with this method, you'll be able to detect a capacitor that is pretending to be working, but they are not working, right? Okay, so check this out. I just put a battery now and keep the battery for a while. For you need to keep the battery for like 30 minutes. So for me, for the sake of this video, I'm not going to waste a lot of time here because I don't want this video to be very long. So I want this video to be at least short for you guys to understand, right? Engineers, so make sure that you take your time to apply the paste very well. Take your time to apply the paste very well, because if you don't do it very well, you may not be able to detect the capacitors that is not working, or resistor, or any other component. So take time to do it. Please don't rush, just take time to do it. Okay, the next thing is for you to use a 5-volt USB cable like this. You need to cut the other side. Just use a 5-volt USB cable like this, or if you have a power supply, a DC power supply, very good. If you have a DC power supply, very good. But if you don't have it, you can use a USB cable like this. Cut it. So when you cut it, you will use the positive and the negative side of it, which I will show you now how to connect it to the phone board, so you can detect the capacitor or any other component that is not working. So take time to do it. For me, let me apply lead to the wire. For me, I like to take time to explain everything so that you understand. If you have questions, you can let me know in the comment section if you have questions. Okay, so as you can see, I'm taking time to apply the lead to the wire. It's very simple to do it. So the next thing is for me to look for ground and VBAT, right? Ground and VBAT on the phone panel, right? Have you seen? So right here we have the VBAT. So I'll connect the red wire to the VBAT. The VBAT is positive while the ground is negative, right? Check this out. Check this out. Check this out. So what I will do now is that I'm going to apply 5 volts. I'm going to put in 5 volts to this phone panel. Nothing is going to happen to the panel. The panel will still be working. It will not spoil the panel. What I want to detect is that I want to detect a capacitor that is not working, right? That is not working. Okay, check this out. I just connect the positive and the negative. Have you seen? I just connect the positive and the negative. Okay, the next thing is for me to connect it to a charger, a 5-volt charger. Check this out. So this is my 5-volt charger. So here we go. Let me connect it. Here we go. Let me connect it. Engineers, be very careful. Take time to do it. So I just connect it now to a 5-volt charger. So what you're going to notice now is heat, especially heat. What you're going to notice now is heat. I recommend you keep it for a while. You can keep the phone for a while. For me, for the sake of this video, so I'm not going to keep it because my customer is waiting for me. I'm going to do things fast so that I can fix the phone, then give it to the owner. Okay, so what I will do now is that I'm going to keep it, like I said, just keep it for a while to notice if it will heat up. The negative just disconnected. Guys, check this out. The negative just disconnected. I'll connect it back. But before I connect it back, let me put battery. There's a reason why I want to put battery. I want to put battery so that I can turn on the phone. Please do not turn on the phone without putting battery. Do not turn on the phone without putting battery. So let me turn on the phone. Here we go. Here we go. Engineers, take time to do it. Take time to do it, engineers. Take time to do it. Have you seen the screen turns white? Have you seen the screen turns white? Which means something is wrong to the panel. So that's why you see the phone consuming battery. And right here you can see there is a little smoke coming out from this place. There is a little smoke coming out from this place. Guys, something is wrong with the capacitor here. Something is wrong, and I will zoom it for you guys to see. Something is wrong with the capacitor here. Let me zoom so you can see. This capacitor is burning up. Something is wrong with the capacitor here. You can see that the paste start melting, which means there is heat over here. Check this out. I just apply another paste. I just apply another paste. Guys, have you seen it melt the paste? Have you seen it melt the paste? Have you seen? Have you seen that it melts the paste, which means there's a capacitor here heating up, and I've spotted the capacitor and I will remove it. There's a capacitor here heating up, so this is the capacitor that is consuming power. This is the capacitor that is consuming power, but when you test it, it will read very normal, as if it is working perfectly, but inside of it, it is not working. Have you seen? I just detected it. If you have questions, ask me in the comment section if you have. All these phones are very simple to repair them, seriously. Just for you to take time to do it, and that's all. Check this out. Check this out, engineers. I've just detected it. Check this out, and let me remove the capacitor. You can see it's very simple. And this place right here is heating up. It's heating up. It's heating up. Engineers, right now, the voltage that is turning on this phone is up to 4.6 volts. Is up to 4.6 volts. So that is why I am able to detect the capacitor. If it is 4.2 volts, you will not be able to detect the capacitor. Please have in mind that you have to put battery, and because of the capacitor, that is why the screen is showing white. The screen is showing white because of the capacitor, because the heat is too much. It's really consuming a lot of voltage. Check this out. This place is wet. It's totally wet because of the heat. I'm doing this to show you guys. Check this out. So this is one of the things that consume the battery of this phone. Engineers, if you have question, ask me in the comment section. If you have question, ask me in the comment section. If you have question. Okay, so what I will do now is that I'm going to remove the capacitor. Here we go. Check this out. I'm going to remove the capacitor, and let me do it now live for you guys to see. I'm going to do it now live for you guys to see. Here we go. Check this out. Here we go. Have you seen the screen starts showing something else? Here we go. Let me remove it. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. I just removed the capacitor now. Check this out. Just remove the capacitor now. Let me clean the place. Have you seen? Just remove the capacitor now. Now everything is working. The phone is back to life. Can you see the screen is showing now perfectly without displaying the whites? Now everything on the phone is working perfectly, and it's not hitting again. That place is not hitting again. It's cooled down. It's not hitting again. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Like I said, phone repairs is very simple to do when you understand how the system works, when you understand how the programming, the settings and everything works. It's very simple to repair, guys. Have you seen? You can apply these tricks, this knowledge to Android phones, iPhones. It's not only on buttons phone. So if I do any video on button phone, it means it works on all phone. Unless it is just a software issue, then you will know it is just for button phone, right? All these hardware issues are for all phones, both Android, iPhones, right? They are the same thing. If you have question, let me know in the comment section. I'll solve it for you. Check this out. Very simple. I'm done. And let me put paste again to show you that it works, that it's not hitting again. Yes, check this out. So check this out. It's not melting again. Check this out. It's still there. It's not melting again. Check this out. It's not melting again. It's very simple. If phone consume battery, check for capacitor, check for diode. Those are the components that consume an IC. Very, very important. IC, capacitor, diode. Have you seen? Very simple to repair. So if you have question, let me know in the comment section. If you have question, guys, let me do so that I will fix the phone and give the honor, so you can see it works very well. It works perfectly. So it's not hitting again. It works perfectly. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Like I said, phone repairs is very simple when you understand how to fix it. It's very simple. So I'm done, engineers. I'm done. Let me disconnect it. Okay. So guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Let me disconnect. Let me disconnect. You can see that the paste is still there. It's not dry. You can see the paste is still there. It's not even turning to wet liquid. You can see now it's working. The screen is showing very well. Everything is working. It's working. You can see it works. Oh, now you can see we have battery. Before it was I think a low battery or something, but now the battery will last for the owner. The owner will enjoy the phone. So thank you guys for watching, and see you in my next video. Let me couple the phone for the owner. Bye bye for now. I love you all.